What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So right now I'm actually right out here on my porch. Actually, porch in my backyard, so you might see some snow coming in on the camera because we're kind of in the middle of a snowstorm, and all my kids are home and my wife's home, and this is the only place I can do a video for you guys today. So here we are. So today we're going to talk about a topic for new shooters. As an instructor, my job is specifically to teach people how to shoot a firearm, how to properly handle a firearm. And then when I do a one-on-one courses, my job is to teach them how to properly use their specific firearm and actually critique people's shootings and actually kind of show them how to improve their actually shots. So I want to talk to you guys about a few main issues when it comes to actually new shooters and the issues that they struggle with when they're actually trying to learn how to shoot their first firearms. So the first thing is shot anticipation. The biggest one is shot anticipation. There's a huge deal, all right? Shot anticipation is basically when you flinch prior to shooting. You know, people in life were naturally scared of a few things. Just nature, it's nature. We're naturally scared of a few things. First thing, drowning. We're terrified of drowning. Second thing, falling. We're terrified of falling. Third thing is loud noises. So those are the three main things that we're scared of the most just by nature. We're just scared of that stuff. So shot anticipation for someone who's new to shooting is a big deal. A lot of them are kind of nervous around firearms in the first place. They're nervous to handle them in the first place. They know it's going to have a big explosion in their hand and it's going to shoot a big scary bullet down the range. So they get nervous. So basically what shot anticipation is, so I'll demonstrate it. So I have been cleared, okay? This has been cleared as part of my video. This is my everyday carry. Shot anticipation is kind of like this. They're aiming, okay? They're aiming, and right when they're about to shoot, they do one of these things because they're scared, or they flinch just like that. And that little shot anticipation throws the round way, way low, insanely low, and they usually always miss the target. I've seen people anticipate the shot so much it looks like they're about to fall over and the ground gets hit. A good example of it is I know someone, we had a laser system set up in the pistols, so we were just teaching her how to aim in our sights and stuff like that. And this is no rounds, no bang, no boom. There was just a laser dot that's in there up to a laser shot. And she pointed at the laser shot, and she did that, and you were all looked at her, I'm like, seriously? So shot anticipation is one of the biggest things to do. Now, there's no real way to actually counter this. It's just something you have to get used to. You have to let yourself know. You have to calm yourself down prior to shooting. Be like, all right, so this is about to happen. You got to go down and say, this is about to happen. Or I need to calm myself down. Just take a deep breath and focus on the fundamentals. If you simply focus only on your fundamentals, you get your brain focusing on the fundamentals. That is also a big help. So what you're focusing on is your breathing, your natural point of aim, your sight picture, sight alignment, your hold control, the trigger control is the biggest, and follow through. So you have to focus on those. And if you're focusing on those, then the firearm will pretty much surprise you. It'll pretty much surprise you the second you do it. And that helps a little bit. You might flinch a little bit, but after doing this on a daily basis, that'll kind of go away. So the next thing that is the biggest one is trigger control. All right, trigger control is always a big deal. All right, trigger control is always a big deal. I like to say is most new shooters have what I call the 100-mile-an-hour method. So they put their finger on the trigger and they jerk it like that, as fast as they can. And when you do that, it makes a pistol move and flinch in various directions, and it throws your shot whichever directions. Most of the time when you jerk the trigger, it's going to throw the shot to the low and to the left. If you're left-handed, it's going to throw it to the low and to the right. So jerking the trigger is one of the biggest issues that people have, and it's very common that it happens. Now, a way how to mitigate this is, once again, to focus on the fundamentals, which is like this. This is the best way to do it. You squeeze the trigger, all right, gently. Then holding the trigger down. Notice that my finger is still on the trigger. Is holding the trigger down. So I self-stay pressure, and I never take my finger off the trigger. The firearm cycles, and then you slowly release it to reset. See how I never move my finger off the trigger once, and then you gently squeeze it again. That is the best way to deal with trigger control. Now, the other method is you just let it go all the way gently, but once again, keeping steady pressure on that trigger with your finger, never removing your finger away from that trigger at all. So you focus on your fundamentals, okay? You focus on your fundamentals to deal with the anticipation. You got to calm yourself down. you focus on the trigger control. And it's important for the trigger control because if your trigger control is shot, then your front sight picture and alignment is not going to be off. It's going to be off something like that, and you're going to throw your rounds. So those are two big methods. Now, the third thing, which I see this probably one of the most common things that I'm constantly correcting all the time, is the grip. If you don't hold the pistol properly, you are not going to have good recoil management. You are going to lose control of that firearm when it's shooting, and you're going to throw your rounds in the shell, go anywhere, go high, go low. It's hard to tell. You have to have a good grip. Now, the grip is pretty simple. This is how you grip the firearm. For 1911, you keep your thumb on the safety right here. You grip the firearm like this, okay? And what you do is you take these knuckles right here, okay, and you line them up with these knuckles. Right there, simple as that. And then you simply close them like that. And you put a lot of pressure. You're squeezing with your support hand, okay? You're squeezing with that support hand. This hand is on tight, but this one is the squeezing one. And that one balances out 100%. That one right there, the squeezing, balances out. See that? It's a constant squeeze. It's like a squishing it like an egg. Now, you don't want to squeeze it so hard that it's shaking, but you want to squeeze it enough that there's support. So when you pull that trigger, and it comes right back unshot, your hands will be like jumping all over your gun. So once again, these knuckles right here, line them up with these knuckles, just like that. Simply close the gap, okay? Thumbs forward, just like that, and you just squeeze, just like that. And this is where most of the pressure is. It's literally white. Well, I'm white in general, but it's literally, you squeeze it so tight that your skin should be turning white around that firearm. That is the trick to a good grip. So, if you follow those basic beginning fundamentals right there, you will have good shots. Now, a crazy thing too, I just want to throw this out there. If you focus on your fundamentals, you focus on your grip, you focus on all that stuff, and you stop paying attention to the target, which means the follow through is a big deal. Follow through is everyone shoots and they put the pistol down trying to see where they hit it. Focus on the front sight tip and on the sight picture sight alignment. Don't focus on whether you're hitting the target. Just focus on the front sight and focus on your fundamentals. When you're done shooting, you'll be physically and mentally exhausted because your head is in the firearm. So after you follow through everything else, if you focus on those fundamentals, you will be amazed how magically the rounds just start hitting the target where you want them to hit it. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.